Hello students, hope you are all well at your homes. So today we are going to start with the next chapter of class 9th, that is force and laws of motion. In chapter 8 we have studied motion and its different types and its graphical representation and also the equations of motion. Right? In this chapter we are continuing with the laws of motion. So for studying the laws of motion we need to study force and its different types that are required to understand the laws. Okay, so what is force? That we all know, in the previous classes we have studied that the force is can be seen when we are pushing any object or pulling any object or if we are hitting any object, right? So force can be defined as a push or a pull or a hit on a surface or on any object. Okay, so what are the characteristics of this force? Force has basically four characteristics. First one is the magnitude. It can be expressed as a magnitude of the force, and along with the magnitude, that means a numerical value, a numeric value, you can say numeric value may be 5, 10, 12, like this. Okay, and along with the numeric value we need to express the SI unit of force. Okay, what is SI unit? SI unit is Newton. That can be represented as capital N. It is very important to remember the SI units as we have experienced it in our previous chapter motion. Okay, second characteristic we can say that it is related to the direction, or we can say in which direction the force is applied, whether the force is applied in upward direction or downward direction or right, left, any direction. Okay, because it is direction specific, so it becomes the characteristic that in which direction the force is being applied or on which line of action the force is being applied. You can say line of action. It is important to understand the line of action of force, right? Third one is, you can say it is important to characterize that whether we are considering pushing of an object or we are considering pulling of an object or hitting of an object. So third characteristic we can write whether it is push or pull or hit. Okay, now fourth characteristic is the point of application, where the force has been applied. Okay, at which point? So I can write point of application of the force. That means where the force has been applied, where it is applied, right? So these are four characteristics through which we can express that force is of what type, force is in which direction, what amount of force, that will be defined by magnitude, and what kind of force, whether it is push, pull or hit, or at what point on the object the force is being applied, right? So after characteristics we must know what are the effects of force when any object is experiencing any force. So what are its effects? What can be its effects? See, we cannot see the force. Can we see the force? The force is being applied on any object. Can we see that force? We cannot see that force as it is, but we can feel that force, you can say, or we can see the So So what are the effects of force that we can consider now? There are basically three effects. Number one is it can change the state of any object. State of object we know, it can change the state of object. What is the state of object? The state of object can be at rest or the object can be in motion. So this state can be changed by the force, whether the object is in rest. If the object is in rest position, then we can apply force and make it moving, make it in the motion position, okay, motion state. Then if the object is already in motion, then we can apply force and make it stationary, keep it in the rest position, okay. So we can change the state of the object by applying force. This is the effect of force. That means when we are applying force, what changes we can see, what effect we can see, okay. The second effect that we can see is it can change the direction, or you can say it can change the speed of a moving object, or combinedly we can say it can change the velocity. Combinedly we can say it can change the velocity of an object, okay. So if the direction is changing, then also we say that velocity is changing. If speed is changing, then also we can say the velocity is changing. That we know. This concept we have understood in chapter motion, right? I hope you know it, right? So we are saying here that when the force is applied, there may be change in velocity. So force can change the velocity of an object. How? That we can see with the example that if we are having a moving ball and we are kicking that ball in the another direction, okay, one player is kicking the ball and another player is also kicking that moving ball, then its direction will change or its speed may also. So third one is it can change the shape or size of an object. So it can change the shape or size also. How? In any object, suppose a rubber ball is there, then we apply force, then its shape can be changed. Or if a glass is there, water glass, then we can break that glass, the size may change or shape may change. So this is how we can see three kinds of effects overall when we apply force on any object, okay. So in this topic, what we have done, just revise, we have done the definition for force, we have done the characteristics, which are 4 characteristics of forces, and we have done the effects of force. In the next video we will cover up the types of forces. Hope you understood it. Thank you.